I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that I'm actually framed up properly until I can get into the chat and actually see what I'm doing. And I didn't. I gotta get on Discord here. And my cat's not coming over. She's been asleep all day. And now that I'm doing a live stream, she wants to hop on. Because of course she does. Welcome, all 0 people currently watching. I think Discord just crashed my computer. What's up, Dr. Dolly? What's going on, man? Yeah. Discord has completely left the building. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it crashed hard. Yikes. Oh. Oh, crap. Yeah, that explains it. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Wow, 5 people hopping in already. I got to restart my computer before I can hop into Discord. How's everybody doing? I'm eating my super late 8:20 in the evening dinner because I've been working my ass off at work. Thanks, everybody. Hi. Yes, hello. Hello, hello. We've got Dr. Dog Productions, Ahmed. We've got Valerie and Sebi. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I gotta wait for my computer to reboot because I was gonna hop into Discord, but I don't have it installed on my iPad, and it's easier to read on a big screen anyway, but my big screen crashed. Ooh, a green screen. Well, I would almost think that a green screen setup with stop motion might be easier because you're dealing with a smaller scale. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, it's rebooting. Maybe it's rebooting. Is it rebooting? Oh man. Yeah, so this stream's probably only going to go until like 9:30. It's just a Q&A, just me talking and answering questions because yeah, I really don't have the energy to do much else in terms of setup right now. I put my phone on my little Gorilla Pod on my desk, hooked it up to power, and hit record, and that was it. Quick question. I'm a really big fan of your anime reactions. Is there a place where I can pay to watch them like Patreon? No, and that's not because I don't want to. There's not a place to go watch my reactions, and it's not because I'm like being mean, and it's not because I don't like the videos I made. There are some pretty good videos that I made when I did reaction videos. The problem is more legally, I can't post them anywhere, or at least I really shouldn't. And plus, considering I've changed over, I really want to actually stay away from doing that. I'm going to avoid posting any sort of reactions anywhere. So unfortunately, I'm glad you're a big fan. The reactions are sort of going to be a cameo in my channel now, but they're only going to be really a cameo when it comes to like, yeah, they're only going to be a cameo when it comes to things that I know I can do, like promotional material, videos that I've been in contact with the creator for, because I've been like asked, and usually if somebody asks me to do something, I'll try to find who made it first and say, hey, do you mind if I react to this? If not, I just enjoy it myself. Anyway, oh, you're using the effects from YouTube. That sucks. Yes, Sebi, you're finally in time for one of the streams. And it's 3 in the morning where you're at. Good Lord. Gregor's, I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm sure YouTube's thing will catch it anyway. I really don't want to say yes to that. But, because I don't know what your definition of PG-18 is. I don't have a moderator right now. Oh, so Valerie, no problem for asking. Or no problem. I'm glad you asked. I like to answer the questions when I can because I mean, I built a massive community off of reaction videos, which is cool, but it's also really unfortunate because I did end up building this community and then switching away, and I need to sort of rebuild again. In fact, hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me put on. I'm gonna send out a thing on Discord to let everybody know that I'm streaming. I'm gonna put a link to it as well. Also, my keyboard, not this keyboard, but the one on my Mac, has started acting up again. So that was fun. It's been hell these past few days. It's been rough. general. Work's been a pain. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff. There we go. Okay, cool. Anyway, now we got 10 people watching as well. What's up, Joker Face? Yeah, no, I like to answer because I do feel like I've cheated a bit in getting my views and my following, but still, I've mainly just been gathering laser effects. Hey, whatever works. I have a bunch of, hopefully we're going to have a lot of people from Discord drop it in too. Well, Gregor's that actually got through. Yeah, I see you, Phantom Star. Gregor's, my thoughts on the Black Lives Matter movement. I've had and still have many friends of different ethnicities. I myself am half Puerto Rican. I am of some level of an ethnicity, but when it comes to race, I have to really think about how I'm going to say this. I take a lot of inspiration from an interview I saw with Morgan Freeman when they asked him, how do you think we're going to resolve racism? And his answer was, stop talking about it. Because when the color of somebody's skin no longer becomes a topic of conversation, and you end up with everybody being treated the same because the differences between us is what makes us us, makes everybody individual. And so when you get rid of that, you end up with no reason to talk about it because it's just standard. It's the same thing that we are working to get with the LGBTQ community, where when gay marriage becomes standard, which it's starting to and has been now in a lot of states for quite a long time, once that becomes standard and saying something like, oh, this girl and her wife, or oh, this guy and his husband, that stuff becomes standard. It's no longer going to be this huge topic of conversation. It's going to be standard. I have a very close friend of my sister's, who's a good friend of mine as well. We went to the same high school. She came out a couple of years back, and it was just like, hey, well, okay, cool. Like, still the same person, and the same thing goes for the color of somebody's skin. You know, I've got several people I work with in the warehouse who are African American, and the funny thing is, one of them, it's like he plays to that, but it's not a like offensive thing to him, and I think that's really funny. Anyway, and also now, I think the U.S. legal system is not institutionally racist. I think the people who are running it, who are these old, bigoted bastards, are the racist ones, and that brings the entire system down as a whole. Wow. All right. Hey, welcome everybody who hopped in from the Discord. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, thank you, Gregors. I try to not talk. I have a talent of talking out of my ass and making it sound educated, so I appreciate that you that you think that it's that it's well thought out. I kind of came up with it. Favorite Dalek design from Dr. Dalek. I really like the first really edgy Dalek that they made in the episode named Dalek with the Ninth Doctor. That was pretty cool. I'm going to try to keep an eye here on as much stuff going on. We got a lot of people joining in now, which is awesome. Hello, Alfred. Welcome. Thank you for joining in from Japan. Hello, Shigete. Hello, Salamander. Hello, Jokerface. Oh, I already said hi to Jokerface. Grant, hello. But yeah, Phantom Star, I agree. It's the biggest thing holding back humanity is its legacy. There are things in legacy, and there are things that we need to look at in the past that will guide us to the future in terms of learning to avoid those things. And that's sort of the big draw. Like I've gotten into a ton of arguments with people when they say that the Civil War, and this is going to get touchy for a second, but bear with me. When people talk about the American Civil War and say it was about slavery, it started out not about slavery, but the Emancipation Proclamation, which if you don't know what that is, look it up because it's way more than what I'm going to go into. But essentially that made by Lincoln turned it into a topic of race and slavery for the better in the long run, in my opinion. But early on, if you look at the actual start, what began the war, it was, as a lot of Southerners will say, the War of Northern Aggression, which I find hilarious until you look into it and realize it's actually pretty accurate, because the North was the aggressor to try to retake the South, and that started the war. It was actually a pretty interesting topic. If you've never read about the Civil War in American history, or even if you're not in America, it's actually a really interesting read, because if you can find a non-biased version of that, like a non-trying to push an agenda version of that history, just facts and documents and facts, it's actually a really interesting read. Anyway, how old am I? I am 25. In 2 months, I'll be 26. You actually got it. Wow. Sebi actually got a YouTube notification for the stream. YouTube's actually doing what it's supposed to. That's pretty awesome. Oh, Grant. Yes. You should say hello from England. Hello. Did you see my Black Butler review? How's my British accent? I'm curious to know. Hello, Jordo. Yes, hi, Salamander. Current design, the bronze dollar, as it's called. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It means don't listen to hip hop. Yeah. So Alfred, you ask, do I have a gun? Many Japanese tend to think most Americans have guns. So I answered in a double encryption, therefore meaning anything that I say is the opposite. No, I don't. And I also don't enjoy going out shooting once in a while and improving my marksmanship. The opposite of that. But for the sake of monetization and YouTube, no. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately there are students that don't even know who fought in the Civil War. That is sad. Granted, I was asked to speak one time at one of my cousin's school things. They were doing like this really cool little event, and I got up to speak, and I was so confused because they all kept looking down at their tablets on their desks, and I was like, "Can we focus? Like, look up, anybody?" And the teacher came to me afterwards and made me aware that they were actually taking notes on their tablets, and that just made me feel so old, because when I think of taking notes, I think of pen and paper. Granted, now I take notes with my iPad and my pencil, and I actually just ordered the keyboard and trackpad that they just announced for the iPad Pro, because my laptop spends most of its time here in desktop mode, and it's definitely doing that now, because unless I can get the better keyboard version of the Mac that has the scissor switches instead of these god-awful butterfly switches. I already had these butterfly switches in this MacBook Pro replaced once. The laptop itself is phenomenal. I love the performance. I love how quiet it is, how thin it is, the battery life. People complain that it only has Thunderbolt 3. I love that, because I literally have 2 ports and it's running all these displays, the hard drives and external graphics, all that. But that keyboard is utter crap, and I hate it so much. Like, this keyboard, the keyboard that they made for an external unit, this is great. This is the keyboard that they should have put just in the computer itself. I don't know why they didn't. Obviously, I still like the laptop experience, though, because I use a trackpad. Anyway. Whoever wins war gets to write history and is the right side according to... Yep, no, you are 100% Grant. I completely agree with you. And yes, I do want your honest answer on the British accent, because I know that it's probably going to be harsh, and I improve from criticism. So please just tell me what you think about my British accent, because when I'm reading from a script, it's actually a lot harder than I thought to read from a script and keep the accent. So yes, give me your thoughts. Oh, you should definitely watch Black Butler, Sebi. It's the first season's really good, and the second season, skip, and then everything else is awesome. Venezuela, wow, holy crap! Well, welcome, Renzo, from Venezuela. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Phantom Star, with all the craziness going on, though, it may also become more and more difficult to actually purchase one. I'm just going to say that. Will you ever do some reactions again? All you would have to do is set up time. I'll get back to that one in a minute. I want to catch up to what chat's doing. Also, PCs don't break as much as Macs, in my opinion. Okay. I've had 2 gaming PCs, and the maintenance I've had to do on those is fairly extensive on a regular basis. They never break hardware-wise. You are 100% correct. They never break hardware-wise. But Windows has been nothing but a constant stream of problems for me. Just period. Like, constant stream of problems. On the other hand, when it comes to hardware and software, I've had this thing. This is from 2006, and assuming the battery has a charge, which doesn't, this thing still works, like, perfectly. Apart from the fact that the furthest I can go is, I think, like, High Sierra, but either way, this thing works flawlessly, and it's a, computer from 2006. I also have a 2008 that I updated to the latest version of anyway, I'm not going to go there. I have a Dell that's served me well for a long time. Yeah, no, I'm not arguing. I mean, believe me, I use PCs for certain things. Like, if I have something that I need to just have a computer grind away at 100% for hours on end, I will use a PC because I've built my PC for gaming, so the cooling is phenomenal, and I just let it do that. You are correct, Jordan. Everything breaks at some point. Though I try to maintain my stuff as well as possible. And unfortunately, the design for the butterfly keyboard on the MacBook was just flawed from the start. Anyway, to answer your question, Shigete, it is a 17-inch. It's the monster that they made years ago. Also, Grant, I saw your comment. So my accent is good for the time that Black Bowler. So what you're saying is that I have a good impersonation of a 19th century Englishman. I appreciate that. Though I will say, went to Australia. I want to go to Australia sometime, and man, I would love to try to do an Australian accent to see if I can fool Australians. All right, see you, Dr. Dalek. Have a good one, man. Let's see here. What ancient device is that? Yeah, 17-inch MacBook Pro from 2006. All right. Let's see what else we got. Yakuza 0. I've actually had that on my... Oh my God, somebody donated. What? And I can't read their donation. Oh no, I can't read it. Oh no, I can't read that. Shoot. I thank you so much for the donation. I don't know what 1,000 yen is though. I'll find that out later. I'm actually more curious to find out what you wrote. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, there's my chat. I was like, where is my live stream? Okay, there it is. Chat. Okay, get up here, get up here, get up here. Okay, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. I promise. Google Translate. Don't fail me now. It says, that doesn't help. Oh, because I have it backwards. There we go. You do not understand English. Hold on. I'm going to try something here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Japanese. Thanks for the donation. Okay, so now I should be able to copy this and put it down in the chat. Let's see if I can do that. Please work. Hopefully that came through. Did it come through? I think it did. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going through right now. It looks like it did. Yes, it did. Okay, perfect. Anyway. Yen. Oh, divide yen by 10. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Also, my screen dimmed because it's evening. I don't need that. I need some light because I didn't turn any of my other lights on, so I just kind of threw that together. I don't know who donated, but I wrote the... Don't credit me for the Japanese, Alfred. I literally copy and pasted it from Google. So Google has done a very good job of learning Japanese. So, also now I know how to convert yen. So, yeah, thank you. Oh, yes, and the flag is from Gurren Lagann. That is from, oh, I got all these too. But that is from Demi Taitai, or Interviews with Monster Girls. I got the Kirito's second star, which was actually given to me by the lovely You vs. Matt. He's an incredible voice actor, and one of the few British guys I know who can do an American accent good enough that I didn't realize that he was British until I talked to him for the first time normally. And I was actually, he and I are good friends now, but I was so mad at him for so long because every time I would audition for a role, so would he, and he would get it. So, yeah. All right. So. Despite being smaller than lots of accents are very different. Yeah, all I know, because I got one person who I work with who came to the U.S. He lived near London, and it's funny because I guessed that he was somewhere in that area because every time he said something with a TH, you know, like other, he would say with a V, he'd say other, something like that. And then somebody else I know is from the north. And it's always funny because I always, whenever I talk to him, and we talk about regions, talk about where we're at, and stuff like that, especially when it's with new people who don't know where he's from, it's like, oh, what part of England are you from? And he'll say like, oh, I'm up north. I always quote Doctor Who, it's like, lots of planets up in north. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, there's a lot of actors who... I'm sorry, Jorno. I couldn't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. I'll get back to... Sebby, I'll get back to your question about the Xbox Series X in a minute because I've got a lot of thoughts on that. Oh, all right, Danish. Take care. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the hair. I'm finally able to, like, sleep without my hair crushing my... Or not crushing, but, like, without me laying on my hair and, like, yanking my scalp when I go to move. Love how Brits say fart. Yeah. Anyway, what iPad should I buy instead of the Pro? My current iPad 4th gen is near death. Ahmed, you should definitely buy the iPad Pro or standard iPad 10.2 because it's cheap, it's reliable. You can still get all the same trackpad support, and it's a 10.2 inch screen for $330. Like, that's awesome. Anyway, so now answering the question. Yeah, answering the question of PS5 and Xbox Series X. I don't, and it's going to be controversial, I know. I don't like the look of the Series X, I don't like the look of the Series X, which actually is not really controversial, but I don't like it. And I also don't like the look of the PS5. It's weird because PlayStation took the route that I would have expected Xbox to do, and Xbox took the route I would have expected PlayStation to do. Because since the first Xbox to the Xbox 360, Microsoft always had these really weird designs, and PlayStation was very surgical, very precise. It's like, here's a gray square, here's a black box, here's a different sized black box that's massive, and then we're going to make it a bit smaller, and here's a black slab. You know, like, that was always their design philosophy, and then Xbox made a black slab, and then made it smaller and made a white slab. and then they made a Black Tower for the Series X, and then Sony made like a white plastic Eye of Sauron. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not drinking Jack. That's a very rare occasion thing. Don't worry, crazy. That's a very rare occasion thing. Let's see here. I need to extend how long my screen stays awake, but I'm too lazy to right now. In terms of performance, I was impressed with the tech demos that I saw out of the PS5. I'm very excited to see what the Xbox Series X looks like. My big thing, and I tell everybody this, what's going to determine my purchase for the next generation of consoles is if Halo Infinite is any good. If Halo Infinite is good, I will be sticking with the Xbox family for one more year or one more generation. If it's bad, like Halo 5, this will be the first year that I will buy a new Sony PlayStation. My last Sony PlayStation was a PS3, and I skipped the PS4. And if Halo 5 or Halo Infinite is bad, I'm going to be skipping and just getting a PS5. Also, well, yeah, it's going to suck if the new Spider-Man game is only on PS5, but I did borrow a friend's PS4 and their copy of Spider-Man, and that is one of the games that almost made me pull the trigger on buying a PS4. Just saying. I wouldn't say it's too futuristic. I would say... No, that's what Jordan, I said that Xbox and PlayStation this year were both black slabs of some kind. So they both went boring this route, but I would have expected the Xbox to go back to their weird roots, but they didn't. I saw the PS5 Anime Girl. I saw that. Yeah, and Sebi, I don't think they went too futuristic. Well, kind of. But it's almost like that try-hard futuristic, where if they went like really all out about it, it'd be really cool. Or if they did it subtly, it would be neat. But they kind of went somewhere between there, and it just didn't work. Actually, I've never done anything with Samurai Kibiji. You'll friend me on PS5, so don't buy it at Xbox X. Are you bribing me, Phantom Star? Are you bribing me with an awesome friendship? That's true, Jordan. I didn't think about that. If it is released there, yeah, if it is released there, that would be a different story. I gotta say, I've been loving Halo 2. Well, ever since I did the last stream, I haven't played Halo 2's campaign anymore on PC, but I've been playing the multiplayer, and it looks gorgeous. That, and I've been playing the campaign, but I've been improving my speedrun times. It's not all about anime games for me, man. There's very few anime games that catch my attention. There was Chaos Head, Chaos Child, Steins Gate, Steins Gate Zero. One of the Persona games, I don't remember which one it was. Anyway. Oh, genre. Yeah, somebody was asking about genre for anime. Anything made in visible light. So if it's producing visible light that I can see, I will watch it. I mean, I guess if I were to say a preference I don't like, it'd be like hentai. But that's mainly just because it's hentai. I just find that weird. Those are visual novels. Yeah. Got 20 people watching. Man, we are actually really improving. Yeah, it wasn't Persona 5. It was whatever they had on the PS2. Shows the last time I played it. Yeah. See, I liked Halo. Halo 1 through 3 ODST and Reach were all amazing. Halo 4 was sort of a misstep, but it was still adventurous enough that I was kind of alright with it. And then Halo 5 came out, and I'm over it. And now when I saw the trailer for Halo Infinite, I'm extremely excited because it feels like they're going back to what Halo was. So where I work, we did we had a launch of Last of Us 2, and my God, it was bad. Oh, Diego, I have an Erased. I've got several reviews in the works. I've got Erased. I don't know why this is still up. Yeah, I've got Erased. I've got, of course, Book of Circus. I've got the next few books from Black Butler. The only one I haven't written yet is Book of Atlantic. So I've got Circus, Murder. What was the other one? Oh, Ciel in Wonderland. I'm still working on because that has got a lot of writing, and I'm also rereading the Alice in Wonderland novel. So I actually have reference material. I'm also doing a review of Interviews with Monster Girls and Gurren Lagann, and I've got one that's coming up, and I'm going to be talking about how. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's a lot that I'm going to cover in the review. But one of the ones that I'm coming out with either next week or the week after, depending on how much my boss and coworkers want to basically work my ass into the ground. I've got a review coming out soon that I wrote a while ago, talking about how the episode in My Hero Academia, the concert episode, if you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about from the most recent season, is, in my opinion, the perfect episode. The only perfect episode to have ever come out of that series, and has set a new standard for what that show can do. All right, Salamander, you take care now. Alrighty, let's see. I could make a video about it. I mean, I've answered how I got into anime so many times. It's not an interesting story, really. It's just that I watched anime as a cartoon when I was a kid. I watched Dragon Ball all the time and Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. And then about, gosh, it was not until probably 9th or 10th grade that I started watching Soul Eater, and it reminded me a lot of sort of that sort of cartoony, funny vibe that I got from Dragon Ball. And so I started watching it and realized it was anime, and then found more stuff like it, because what turned me on to Soul Eater was the music, especially the opening. And so I watched the whole series, then I found more openings, and then I found more series, and more openings, and more series. So it's not an interesting story, it's just that I liked the music and went from there. Will I review Serial Experiments Lain? I have to finish it first. There's a lot going on in that show, and I actually stopped for a while. I want to do a cover of Hero 2. The problem is I'm in an apartment, so all I can do is lay down the scratch track for it. I can't actually record it because my drum set's not here. My electric kit is, so it lets me practice with a scratch track, but I can't actually record the entire performance, which sucks. So I have Magic Wizards, and yeah, the family soap business is doing fine. It's got a little bit of a lapse right now because a lot of the big events that my mom would go to shut down because of everything going on, so yeah. Crazy, I don't think... Oh, if you're talking about... Are you talking about Last of Us? I don't know, maybe, but I feel like the people who play Last of Us, I feel like there's a broad enough demographic there that you're basically just... If you are pissed off about a group of people being represented in a video game like that, you're A, part of the problem, and B, a loud minority. Like, the majority stays quiet and just plays and enjoys the game, and then the loud minority are the ones who complain about that crap. What do I think the worst anime ever made was? So, I gotta just clarify or just like, because when I say it, also welcome. When I say it, it's going to be from my personal experience. I'm sure there's something way worse that I haven't seen yet. But my question is, does it have to be the entire series, or can it be a specific season out of it? That's my question, because I've got a few in mind. So, riddle me that, and then I'll answer. Yeah, unfortunately, today I'm probably gonna hit the sack right after this. I just finished my 4th 9-hour day at work of being on my feet, running all over the place for the warehouse. So yeah. Mm. Let's see here. What anime hit me the hardest? I got a few. Oh man, they hit me the hardest. I did. Let me think here. I did tear up at the end of Assassination Classroom, and I teared up talking about, not even reacting to, talking about the moment that Eri. Spoilers, by the way. Mute if you don't. I'll do this when I'm done. I cried so hard when Eri finally smiled like that. All right, welcome back. Oh, Death Parade as well. Yes, Death Parade as well. Thank you for reminding me. School Days, haven't seen it. Worst anime. I did tear up at the end of Angel Beats, but I think that was Phantom Star. You're Lying in April. Yeah. Or Anohana. That's another one. Anohana was another one that hit me hard. Yeah, Death Parade was awesome, and the conclusion to that was just I want to do a review of that, but there's certain shows that I want to do a review of that have so much going for them and so much philosophy behind them and story behind them that it's intimidating to try to approach them. It's pretty nuts. All right. What anime villain made you want to side with them? Makishima from Psycho-Pass. He was probably one of the few bad guys that made me want to side with him. Not only because of his personality and the voice actor who portrayed him in the dub and in the sub, but the dub voice actor was just perfect. The way that he approached life in a totalitarian and extremely controlling society is almost exactly how I would have approached life in there. And I think with the way he was, that definitely, I don't think I'd go the psycho killer route, but definitely the way that he approached living in that society, it was pretty awesome. Fairy Tail hit me hard towards the beginning, but man, it just died off towards the end. And like I enjoyed it, but there were things that I was just like, okay, sure. And now you just watch it, man. It's good. It's worth crying over. Worst anime MC. Kirito. I'm sorry. I just got to be the generic here. Favorite Vocaloid? I like Gumi, actually. I like Gumi a lot. Mainly because Kira makes music with Gumi that just kicks ass. I have not watched Bungo Stray Dogs, and I get so much crap for it from my girlfriend. Because she wants me to watch it so bad. Best anime villain in your opinion? as in the most corrupt and genuinely evil. Most corrupt and genuinely evil. That's going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to come back to that. Oh, hello. From Iraq, man. We got people from all over the place. We have Ace of Diamonds because it's easily the best anime in the sports genre. I have been told that many times. Alright, Psycho. Thanks for sticking by. I'll see you later. Gotta love that IT life, right? Yeah. Miko fanboy. I don't blame you. Did you ever drop an anime within the first episode? I actually can proudly say, I have to stop falling asleep. I can proudly say I've never dropped an anime within the first episode. I have dropped an anime towards the middle of a series. I've dropped an anime. I've actually never followed the whole 3-episode rule ever. I've always watched like 4 or 5 or sometimes 6 episodes. I'll get like halfway through a show before being like, I'm done. Let's see here. Okay, well maybe not do that. There, the sunglasses face. I'm gonna. Okay, thank you. Thank you for not doing that. Fate Apocrypha, I haven't seen it. Frieza is an easy one to go for. I don't really have a favorite anime OP. For the longest time, it was Fairy Tail. The second opening to the first season of Psycho Pass, that was another good one. That actually really got the blood going. Yeah. Does anyone know if Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest is going to get animated? It is not. Well, not yet. So we're getting Eden Zero first, which I'm super excited for. Favorite female, just in general female anime, or favorite female in anime? Also, hi Sabi. Welcome. Just asking, no pressure. Yeah, sure. It's... I'm not sure where I'm going to set my goal because there's so much to this show. And I realized that the first arc, I was looking up like, how long is the first arc? And it's so freaking long. I'm nowhere close to the end of the first big arc on that thing. So I don't know where I'm going to set the point yet to review. Because I have things I want to say. And I kind of want to do a video just talking about the characters and the sort of do a character study. But I don't know yet, man. I'm sorry. It's rough. You dropped Lucky Star after the first. Oh, man. Favorite female in general? I got a few. Lucy, Akane, Lucy, Akane, who else? I'm like trying to think of them. There's so many. Levi, but those are 2 from Fairy Tail. I actually really shouldn't say this, but I will. I really liked Koneko from DxD, especially the dub was so funny. There were so many puns that she made, just being sassy, and I love it. I love it so much. How do I eat pastry, front or back? I don't often eat pastry. I'll have to take a look. Oh! Phantom Star, you are right. Kaguya from Love is War or Chica. Either one. I like both of them. Ooh. Yeah. Chica from Chuniblu, that one. Yeah. I've never actually watched the show, but I know that she's a really good character. I love all the memes I've seen with her. What do you mean I can't watch the dub of DxD? I loved the dub of DxD. It was hilarious. I've watched both, if that helps. I mean, I've seen the sub and the dub. I just, for some reason, the dub has this energy, like the actors actually were just having so much fun recording it, and I loved it. Let's see here. How do you make an anime girl a wife if she's already married? I don't know. Studio Ghibli film, favorite Studio Ghibli movie, Spirited Away. Period. No questions asked. Like I like a lot of the others, like My Neighbor Totoro is good, but like I don't know, something about that movie really just stood out to me. Just the visuals and everything blended so beautifully. Oh, can't not watch. I'm sorry. I'm like, so. Of course, now that I'm going to do this, I'll show you, and it's starting to slow down now. But like, it's like the chat is like flying by. So every time I go to read it, it's not right. Of course, it's not. But yeah, like when I was trying to read it, it was like I'm reading and it's like going up the page. So sorry, can't not watch the dub. Yeah, the dub is awesome. I love it. Anyway, thank you, Shigate. I just leaned on my desk. I'm going to shake the camera. That's exactly what I did. All right. I haven't watched. I watched the opening, and I watched the first episode, but I was so far behind at that point, and then I saw the Meliodas versus Escanor fight that I was super hyped for, and stopped. So yeah. I have not seen Baki. I have not. Oh, all right. See you, Sebi. Take care. We forgot. Oh yeah, I read about that. I haven't seen anything from it yet. I'm actually really interested. Is it bad that you're Ishigami in every way? No, I think Ishigami is a level-headed character. I'm going to read the manga. Don't worry, Grant. I will be reading the manga because I really hope Seven Deadly Sins gets the treatment it deserves. I feel like I wouldn't redo anything from season 1 or 2, but season 3 like needs the Brotherhood treatment like what Full Metal got, except only for the animation because the story's already good. Am I excited for SAO to return? I need to watch what already came out from SAO before watching what's about to return from SAO. Just saying. Thoughts? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Thoughts on Medusa from Soul Eater as a villain? I'll try to think through that here. Favorite animation style from anime? Basically anything Yutaka Nakamura does, but there's this really kind of underrated show that I watched a long time ago called Nakagura School Suite. And every fight that they do in that series is so well animated, way better than what you would have expected from a show that really I wasn't expecting anything from, and it blew me away. So I actually ended up watching that show because I was watching a bunch of videos from Gibiphonic, and I saw characters I recognized, and I was like, I recognize this from somewhere, and then I realized that the anime was currently coming out when she was doing the covers for it, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. To get back to the question, I think Medusa as a character from Soul Eater, as a villain from Soul Eater, she was significantly more intimidating as a character before. She made a really good behind-the-scenes character. Like it fit her persona, you know, the snake of the group. She was able to slither into any scenario and sort of sneak her way around and infiltrate things in ways that you wouldn't expect from a character. And she pulled the strings from the background while being this sort of unknown variable. And then after she came back, it sort of lost that charm because she just more became a direct adversary, and I didn't really like that. Anyway, yeah, I do need to watch the rest of SAO. Sorry. Favorite part about Parasite? When Miggy's talking about the meaning of life. Because that's so freaking deep. Like, it blows my mind every time I watch that. I'm just like, this show, never thought this show would be this way. Studio Shaft has a great style. Trigger. Has anybody seen the newest movie from Trigger alongside Toho? Has anybody seen Promare? That was an acid trip among acid trips for animation. My God. So that was the last chicken tender because I got the spicy ones, and now it's like my nose was all clear. Ah. Anyway. No, it's not that I didn't enjoy SAO. I like SAO, but I just didn't watch it. Parasite does have really good fight scenes. Favorite anime character theme? Salamander from Fairy Tail. I think that was a good one. What was the other one? Urza's theme. Oh my gosh, Urza's theme tops Salamander all day, every day. Have I seen Overlord yet? I have seen every season of Overlord. I am completely caught up. I love every opening. I love the entire story. I need to do a review of it though. Ugh. I like spicy food. Part Puerto Rican. I mean, come on. That's all we have. Spicy beans and rice. Best character theme. Pain from Naruto. That's a good one. If I ever watch Naruto, I'm sure I will love that. Just saying. Watch the views just tank because somebody's just like, he never watched Naruto. I'm not watching his channel anymore. So. 18 people watching. This is the most consistent that I've gotten for views. I'm loving every minute of it. You guys are awesome. And I just figured I'd set it on my desk because it's fun. Alright. That's it. I'm sub. Here it comes. How have I not seen Naruto? Because I watched it when I was a kid for years. And I don't remember any of it because it was all from original Naruto on Toonami. I remember the skinny kid with the weighted ankle weights, taking him off and getting really fast against the sand guy. I'm going to get so much hate for that description. I think his name's Garo. Was it Garo is the sand guy? And I only know that because one of my friends who was really into Naruto in high school, really into Naruto in middle school, cosplayed as Garo before I was into any anime. All right. What views are there to lose? It's not the views. I got 18 people watching. This is awesome. Gara. Okay, yeah. Thank you. You know who's the worst protagonist? Shiro Emiya. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling your brother to watch. Oh, the playlist of my drum covers. I appreciate it. The sand guy. Yes, thank you. And I believe somebody said it was Rock Lee was the other one. Doesn't even remember Rock Lee name. Oh. What do I care about more in anime? Well, so if you're only letting me choose between story and action, I'll pick story. But I tend to actually favor music in anime more. Like, obviously the story has to be good, but there's a lot of things about a show that can be saved by setting the music correctly. I did an entire video talking about that and sort of how, oh gosh, which review was that? Steins Gate Zero. I don't even have to look it up. Steins Gate Zero. I did an entire review talking about how Steins Gate Zero didn't really hold up to the sort of level set by the original Steins Gate series when it came to the story, and it definitely didn't come anywhere close to what was set up from the visual novel, but the music was used in such a way that when it did kick in, it kicked in just the right spot to make you feel exactly what you were supposed to for each scene. Rock Lee's the tall thing guy. Thank you. 18 out of 30,000. Hey, you know what? I lost 212 subscribers over the past 28 days. So we're getting up there. I lost 212, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Let me move over to this screen since it's that's still iffy. You know what? Screw it. I got nothing to hide. I'm not making squat on this channel, so I don't think anybody's gonna be able to make it. Make out where it's not even going to show anything, so who cares? Alrighty, so I have lost 214 subscribers in the past 28 days, which is 237 less than usual, oddly enough. And all of them have seen Naruto. I'm the odd man out. Thank you. Thank you for that. Basically binge watching all day long. See, I can't do that because I gotta go to work for 9 hours, then I gotta come home and edit stuff for you guys so that I can actually put content out, because I love making content, and the days that I can't post things like yesterday, I want to pull not nearly as much hair as I used to have, but I still want to pull it out when I can't post stuff, so yeah. You're planning on making a me that looks like me. Okay. What's desynced? What's desynced? Is the audio desynced? Okay. Has amazing music, now watch it, please. Alright, yeah. Roasting me on Reddit for that Naruto comment. You know what? Go for it, man. I have nothing to lose at this point. I've lost so much with this channel. I did the math. Who wants to guess how many views I actually deleted? And I will share this because I don't really care about the views, but let's see. Who thinks... how many views do you guys think I lost after deleting all of those? For some of you who are in the stream, you'll probably already have a slight idea, but how many views do you think I lost after deleting all of my reaction videos? Not just the ones that I deleted while I was working on my YouTube channel on the stream, but before that as well. Take a guess. All right. This kind of goes along with past fill-in question. Has there ever been a moment in anime when an anime villain has paralyzed you with fear when watching? No. No. I don't think I've ever actually been paralyzed with fear. Alright, so we got the guesses rolling in. 1,069,000 views, nice. Also, hey, speaking of 69, who watched my car video? That was a really bad segue. Anyway, 69 views, 1.5 million views. You're gonna guess 20 million. All right, 3 million. Somebody says shit, dude. 200K, a bajillion. Went way too high, maybe. 1,300,000. Okay. I have the math pulled up. No, I don't. It's cleared. Crap. I deleted between my top views, my top videos having 219,000, 187,000, and 100 and... So they were all over 100,000, and the top one was over 200,000. Of all those videos, including those top three, I lost one... No. Why did I say one? I currently have just over 1 million views. I lost 14 million views on this channel. So, Grant, you were very, very close. How is 69 a car review segue? Because when I did a gameplay video where I worked on a car in a game, and every part that I took off was at 69% wear. That's how 69 is a car segue, because it's not a car review, it's a gameplay. And I was tearing a car apart and all the parts were at 69%. That's how it's a segue. You're welcome. But yeah, that's how many views I lost. So there's like a very clear point in my view history, was like going, boom, and it just tanked. Not that I don't watch Naruto, I just haven't watched Naruto. Karuto? Beep beep. Karjutsu. God. I'm gonna get, I gotta stop, man. It's not a thing to be happy about, though, losing that many views. Oh, I know. I 100% know that it's not something to be happy about. In fact, what sucks is the Big Daddy algorithm is going to screw me over for that for a long time because I've got over 34,000 subscribers and all of my videos average between 200 to 300 views. What the algorithm sees is that I have a bunch of subscribers, but what I make isn't very interesting. So yeah, Big Daddy algorithm is going to screw me over. Drift on Jitsu, I love it. Thank you, Diego. I mean, you don't have to come to my defense, but I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, inactive users as well, yeah. But yeah, I mean, people here are very active. I'm not reacting, but I know you're joking. Yeah. No, I still like showing anime. Thoughts on Bleach? Watched the first season. I really liked it. I just never continued because it was right at the start of anime. For me, like at the start of when I was watching anime. So like, it was right at the beginning. I watched the first season. I really liked it. And then I didn't watch any more of it because I was like, okay, cool, I finished this, I'll go on to the next thing. And then I never realized that it continued. Though I have seen opening, was it 13? I want to say it was one of the openings that was like one of my favorites. I think it was opening 13. And if it comes back in 2021, I may catch up to that as well as Naruto. What are you doing, cat? I got my cat down here now. You want to join me? Or are you just gonna be under the desk, chewing on my sock? Cool. One Piece, Naruto, Fairy Tail. I never started One Piece. I never started Naruto. I finished Fairy Tail, but granted, I stuck with that show for 9 years. Wait, stop doing reactions, and now does? I assume you're saying does reviews, or and now does reactions. Wait, quit doing reactions after watching Rachel Messer's video, and now does reactions. Okay. Reviews. Okay, I thought you meant reviews. I was just I was confused for a minute there. You're good, but yeah, I get that. Yeah, actually, that's the funny thing. I was incredibly well. So I was humbled, and I was extremely surprised because I saw that video from Rachel Messer. I'm like, I'm gonna look into this because I've been doing, reactions, and I'm not doing them anymore. What was funny was that I basically just read the news and saw that video, like read all the people doing all the other stuff. Never watched the video. I just saw the thumbnail and read the description. I was like, oh, I'm going to dig into that a bit more. And then a friend of mine who I actually used to work for at a college, he messaged me saying, what are your thoughts on the Susie Liu situation? I said, I don't know enough to really comment on it, but it seems kind of scummy. And it's what I used to do, and I went away for it for the same reason that she's getting a ton of crap for it. And what ended up happening was he was watching Rachel Messer's video, and he messaged me. He was like, "Look who showed up in her video," and it was a link to me. And I'm like, "Oh, well, crap!" And I thought that she was going to like roast me for doing the reactions I did, but then she was like, "Oh, he does reviews now." And then I made my video responding to it because now I basically had a horse in the race that I didn't know I had. So I made my video, and that blew up to 26K. And I got in touch with Rachel Messer, as well as a couple other news outlets, news YouTube channels, and drama channels. So that was pretty fun. I was actually asked to talk about my past experiences in a reaction video on a drama channel. I'm not going to say who because I want to spare them from getting blasted. But yeah, they asked me to comment on my experience with reactions. And then I looked at some of their other content and saw that it was primarily to push drama, and I didn't want to be a part of that. Okay. Oh, you gotta wait 14 hours for it to download, I assume? That does suck. That really sucks. Right? It's tanked since I mentioned I haven't seen Naruto. That's fine. Yeah, the chaotic energy. Thanks for reminding me, Magic Wizards. Yes, the chaotic energy. I need to message her again because number one, I need to hit her up for those free lessons for voice acting, and two, I need to hit her up because I want her to be on one of my podcasts when I start it. Naruto is overrated anyway. Oh, please do not start this. Do not start this conversation. I do not want to be a part of the Naruto is overrated conversation. Please let sleeping dogs lie. Do not attack that comment. Here everybody comes. Okay. Chaotic energy is my Super Saiyan God form. Thank you. No, let's not go. Let's not go. No, do not. Do not do it. Thank you. I know. I already woke it up. So, I'm probably going to go for a couple more minutes because I need to actually sleep. I'm so tired. Oh, hi Jasmine. I didn't realize you had dropped in. Sorry. Welcome. How do I have 30,000 subs? Was it hard? It wasn't. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. How do I have 30,000 subs? I did reaction videos to popular series and people subscribe because of it. Those 30,000 subs are not the equivalent to what I actually get for views. Oh my god! Whoa! Just wanted to say thanks for getting me into anime with your reactions. Apple Sours. Thank you. Holy crap. Oh my god. You dude. Dropping $50 like, oh my god. You're incredible. You all are incredible. But my god. What the, like, thank you. I'm glad I got you into anime. I'll ask you a question now. Which anime did you watch from my reactions that got you into it? And are you upset that I no longer do reactions? Hopefully not. And to go back to what I was saying, was the 30K hard? No, 30K was not very difficult. It was just time consuming because I just made reactions. What's harder is making 30,000 subscribers that are, you know, actually engaging. So, I'm not going to sleep yet, but I appreciate it. A in the chat for Apple. Yeah, no kidding. A in the chat for Apple. Good God. Thank you, Apple Sours. That's awesome. Do I think that it's possible for you to grow if you put in the time? 100% yes, it is entirely possible for you to grow your channel. I tell people this all the time. When you go and make a channel of any kind on YouTube, make something. Thank you for the B, Phantom Star. It was Black Butler from way back when. I'm glad you enjoy my videos now as well. That's awesome. So, gaming clips. I think anybody can make a channel if you try hard enough and put enough time in. The biggest thing is that you don't make something because it's what everybody else does and it seems like it's popular. Make something because it seems like fun. I kind of skirted the line on both because reaction videos were and still are fairly popular, but I did it because it was fun for me. And then I stopped when it wasn't fun for me anymore. And now I do reviews, and the reviews are very fun, and there are people who continue to watch and who have watched and who are joining to watch because they enjoy my methodical overthinking of series. So yeah, put in the time, make something you enjoy, and you will absolutely get somewhere. You just have to put in the time. I have 2 days off a week, 2 entire days off a week, and all the rest is working. And on those 2 days off, I record generally the entire week's worth of videos. In this instance, those videos will have to wait until next week because I just didn't have the time to record yesterday, and today I just didn't have the energy to record, so it was easier for me to just slap my phone in a tripod and hit go live. The top 10 anime betrayals. Garrett hasn't seen Naruto. I love it. Well, I'm glad a lot of people got hooked from the Black Butler stuff. There's more Black Butler reviews coming soon, too. That went extremely well. I dropped popcorn myself. Anyway. Alright. We'll go for a few more minutes. I'm enjoying this. 600 views and 14 subs a week. You know, everybody starts somewhere. Adobe Go Live. That's an old one, yeah. I'm glad you agree with what I said about season 2, Apple. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Out of everything you've watched, what was or is your favorite anime? Of what I've watched. See, so Jasmine, just to let you know, how's life? Life's good. My thing is, I don't like to say, oh, this is my, hold on. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, so Jasmine, I don't really like to say, like, this is my favorite show because I don't like to be that guy of like, oh, you're the Fairy Tail guy or the Assassination Classroom guy or the Black Butler guy. So I'm not going to answer what my favorite show is because I have a current favorite and I have several old favorites, but I will say which show left the biggest lasting impression on me of all the reaction videos that I've ever done and of all the animes I've ever seen. There's two shows that have left the longest lasting impressions on me. And those were Death Parade, Memento Mori, Always Remember You're Gonna Die, and Fairy Tail. Because of just not so much the overall story. Like Fairy Tail is not a story about stories. I know that doesn't sound normal, that doesn't sound right, but it's not a story about the stories. It's a story about the characters and how they interact and the family and friendship and the meaning behind all of that and what it means to fight for your friends. And they do such a phenomenal job of that, and the character interactions and theming is so consistent. That just left such a long impression on me, and I still hold that true today. Phantom Star, you have 6 subs and you don't know how you got them. Yeah. Do you have an opinion on sub versus dub? No, I think that voice acting to any degree is to be appreciated. My main goal in life is to become an anime voice actor. It's going to be very hard because I don't live in the right area to actually try out for anything because I'm in Maryland and most anime voice acting is in Texas, which is why I'm planning to move to Texas at some point. But, I mean, sub obviously is the original language, and there are some anime that just fit that better. And I used to think that that was an exclusive, like, the sub on comedy anime is the only way to watch it because it's going to have ad-libs from the actors, and it's going to have these moments that are just funnier because of the energy of the actors reading the original script in its original language. Then I watched the second season of Konosuba in its dub, and I was blown away at how much energy the actors playing the characters in the dub nailed that same energy and gave that same performance. So I like both. Garrett is, yeah, I am the anime guy. Also, I saw somebody ask earlier, Scale Frodo versus Garrett Crespo. I've gone back and forth. My very first channel was named Garrett Crespo. My second channel was Scale Frodo. Second one was third one was Garrett Crespo. No, wait. I have that backwards. First one was Steel Frodo, then Garrett Crespo, then Steel Frodo again. Now Garrett Crespo for the 4th channel. All right. Have you ever seen MAI or HIME and its spin-offs? I don't know what those acronyms are. Sorry. Let me know what the anime actually is, and I might say that I know what it is. My current favorite is Black Ball. Yeah, I mean that's part of why I don't want to be that way with like this is my favorite because it sticks with yeah. Fairy Tail is a good anime if you don't take it seriously. I agree and disagree. There are elements that you cannot take seriously in that show, but there are also a lot of elements that do give a much more mature and serious sort of feel to it. Thank you for wishing me luck on my future anime careers. People got over the Naruto thing. Thank you, Grant. Thank you. Protecting your friends is just a lie. Yeah, so you got in a fight with somebody and he was just standing, he just watched. I mean, how many times does that happen, you know? Like, Natsu defends Lucy, and Natsu does all the fighting, and Lucy just stands there. I mean, come on. Best dub show ever. Ghost Stories. Also, you have an anime suggestion. Go for it, Jasmine. Ghost Stories is a unique little beast, and I love it for it. But yeah, yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, from the first channel, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, one of the best dubs. Well, I mean, it's kind of it's a given answer, but it would be Cowboy Bebop. Like I would say that every day. Yuri on Ice. I've been recommended Yuri on Ice many times. I just need to watch it. So from the first channel as well. Well, thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. But you don't know when you came. You know what? I start to forget sometimes myself. You're right. It's probably for the best that there is no other Ghost Stories. Black Lagoon also, yes, that did have a great dub, but that was in sort of the same vein as Cowboy Bebop, where they actually had like, I want to say the ADR director that did. I want to say the ADR director that did Black Lagoon was. I want to say they work for Disney now. ADR. ADR director. Carlos. Okay. Black Lagoon. He's done a bunch of One Piece. Who am I thinking of then? Who did that? Because this guy's done all a lot of One Piece movies. He's also done the Black Lagoon series. He's done Blood Plus, Blood C. I don't see any. Evangelion. 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. Okay. He did Your Name. Interesting. Oh, no, he did. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Let me see here. Was that the right person, though? I don't know if that was the right person. I mean, he did Black Lagoon, but I saw a lot of stuff from Spain as well, so I don't know if it's the right person. Storyboard scripts, blah, blah, blah. Japanese cast. English. Where's the English cast? Come on. Give me English cast, English staff. Translators, producer, blah, 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 associate director, associate producer, cast director. There we go. Sorry, I'll be get right back to this in a minute. Randy Riedger. Oh, he did Inuyasha. Okay. And he also did Hack Root, Gintama, Ghost in the Shell series. That's pretty cool. Tokyo Underground. Mobile Suit Gundams, he did a lot of those. Okay, cool. That answers my questions. Sorry. Getting back to this now. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood had a phenomenal dub. I have not seen that. Highly Advanced Materialization Equipment. Okay, yeah. Came out in 2004. Okay. Naruto, Bleach. All great dubs. Yes, I agree, actually, except for the ones I haven't seen, which actually is only Naruto. Yes. Good. Very good. Loon's dub was better than the sub. Yeah, but I think that was mainly because she was supposed to be English, so it made sense. Can I do a better British accent for you? I mean, I can try, but as Grant said, my British accent tends to be much better for the period that Black Butler is placed in. Yeah. DXD's dub is awesome. DXD's dub is freaking awesome. My quality is crapping. I don't know why it's crapping. My internet's still good. I haven't gotten any. Nothing's weird, though. I do have an update on my. Oh, yeah. Internet's crapping, so let's download an update for my server. That makes sense. So, well, doesn't Downton Abbey take place in, like, the 20s or something? So, like, yeah, I guess it would still be sort of that proper British. I mean, one of the ones, like, I don't know why British for me is always so proper. You have to do a proper British accent and blah, blah, blah. But, like, when it comes to doing other accents, I can do something like Australian, and it's really not. Australian's really not that hard for me to swap around to, just because I guess it's not as modern or old. I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird, but I can do that just fine. And I can't really. What is it? I can kind of do Scottish, but Scottish is a little bit hard, little bit harder. Harder. Yeah, can't do R's right. Ugh. Anyway, come up north in Britain and you won't find anything proper. Look, go up there north. So you know the way that the people talk up there. Yeah, thank you for that. So American try hard for Aussie. Sorry! I'm sorry, I thought it was good. I'm sorry! I'm pissing people off with my accents now. Oh, damn it. Favorite sport. My favorite sport is soccer. Followed very closely. I guess it's not really a sport, but it is sort of a competition. Would be like NHRA Pro Street Drag Racing. I'm so sorry. I pissed people off with my accents. So I guess doing my entire Black Butler Book of Circus video in a Scottish accent, huh? Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Shigate. It's okay if I was drunk. Better than most Americans I know. I appreciate that. I mean, this is going to sound very stereotypical, but like my experience with the Australian accent is, Mighty Car Mods, Crocodile Dundee, and Steve Irwin. So that's been my experience with anything like that. Soccer. Getting angry. Football. Never say soccer to a Brit unless you want to lose some teeth. Hey, I'm in America, you're in Britain. When I go to Britain, I'll say football. When I'm in America, you better say soccer. That's how we play this game. Thank me for what? The link? No, I thank you for the soccer barely know her. What did you send me? Excuse me. That was very improper. Oh, you sent me the link for the thing. Okay, yes, I will minimize that now and I'll watch it later. Alright. Challenge, British accent till end of stream. No. Sorry, I'm not taking that. Not taking that bet. Soccer is better than English football. Ooh, no, no. Oh boy. Fight time. Oh. I don't know if I want to be in this stream anymore. Everybody's fighting. Anyway, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm not starting that conversation. Oh, I have a fun story before. Okay, yeah, I have a fun story before we need to go. Before I go. So, and this is gonna sound so first world, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's something that really torques me off. So, customer service. So I work in that on a daily basis. Generally, I'm not doing that right now. I work in the warehouse, but normally I try, me personally, to make a good experience for the customer. Now, I have obviously, like I said, had an issue with the keyboard on my laptop. Now, when I had this issue, Apple literally bought a whole new, brought in a whole new top shell, replaced the whole thing, had it back to me in like 24 hours. Phenomenal service. The guy didn't even he tried it out, and I'm like, it's intermittent, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not. And he had the spacebar wig out one time, and he was like, "Yep, good enough for me." Sent it out, repaired it, I had it back in 24 hours. It was great. And this is something that has to do directly with my channel. So my camera of choice for my channel, for photography, the whole 9 yards, is Sony's A6300. This isn't the 6300, this is Sony's A6000. This has been, now I can't do video with this thing at all. Then a job helping disabled people, still not sure how that happened. Well, we get into jobs we don't expect sometimes. I can't do video with this thing. You technically can, but for the amount of time I need to record my videos, this cannot keep up with that. This was never made for that level of video recording, and I expected nothing less. I had low expectations for the video, and it met them. Now, what I do record my videos on currently, because of my other problem, is this. This is a Canon Rebel SL2, and I use a 50mm lens. This is my setup. Normally, my setup is a Sony A6300, and the 6300 is a really, really nice camera. It looks exactly like the Sony. It looks literally exactly like this, but better built. And I've been having an issue, and actually, I bet you some of you probably saw it and didn't know what it was, but there were moments where I would take and have to overlay stuff because essentially the entire frame would turn purple. There were several, actually, videos where I remember I would be talking and the whole thing turned purple. I'm like, and the video's purple. And I go restart the camera. That's a pretty major issue, meaning the sensor is going to fail. And it only happened after about 20 minutes worth of recording. Now, by default, that camera will go up to 30 minutes of recording. But Sony lets you disable that and run it basically as long as the camera goes until it either overheats and shuts down to keep itself from overheating or fills the SD card, one of the two. Well, yeah, so I had some issues, and I had an extended warranty on it through a company I won't say the name of. We sent it out the first time, and the guy said, issues with the frame turning purple. So the guys out at the repair center hooked it to a lens, took some pictures, said, no, it's not purple, sent it back. Nothing fixed, no service. They basically reset it, cleaned the sensor, sent it back. Then it happens again. Surprise, surprise, it happens a second time. So I send it in again. And this time I say, make sure to tell them that it's during video recording, between 15 to 20 minutes, it'll do that. So the guy writes it down, sends it out. I get an email 2 days ago? No, yesterday I get an email saying that it's on its way back and that there was no service done to it. And so I went back to the guy who checked it in, and I said, hey, here's my product service number. Can you tell me what exactly happened? And the technician basically said, oh, well, it's not a camcorder. And he wrote it in all caps, too, which I found hilarious. But this is not a camcorder. It is not meant to be recording for extended periods of time. This is a user problem, so don't record that long. I'm sorry. I bought this camera because of the 4K video with an unlimited video record time feature. Those are the two reasons I bought that camera. 4K video, because I'm the only YouTuber making anime reviews in 4K. And the fact that you can run it unlimited. Every DSLR, for some stupid reason, has a 30-minute limit. The Sony ones let you turn that off. And it's not doing what I paid $800 for this camera to do, and it's my fault. You're telling me that I can't get it fixed because of that. Yeah, that is ridiculous. I just had to get that off my chest because, oh boy, when it comes back, the warranty that I got allows me to either send it out for repair, which I've done twice now, or get it replaced for an equivalent SKU. Guess what I'm doing next time? Getting it replaced for an equivalent SKU. Anyway. I know nothing about technology. Your videos about tech are like foreign languages to me. I'm sorry. I like talking tech, though. Got any camera recommendations for beginners? This is a phenomenal camera for beginners. It literally, it's a mirrorless camera, so it's a perfect starter camera. There's no mirror, so you don't have the slow speeds of a DSLR. I think this thing, you can find an A6000 as cheap as like $300 right now. Now it doesn't come with this bottom bit, so like what you'd be buying would be, you'd be getting this. This is the camera itself, and then it comes with a kit lens. This is a wide angle lens that I like using a lot, but I bought this. This is like $30. This camera I think can be found like used for $250 and brand new for like $300 to $350. Well, that's the nice thing. I don't have to put the donation or any of the donations towards a new camera, because the warranty that I bought, which I'm not usually a big extended warranty guy. I'll get it on stuff like this monitor, because I bought that monitor and it was a display unit. No pun intended. But I bought that monitor it was a floor model, so I bought that with the warranty because obviously the warranty for it had expired. But I don't have to put any money towards the next camera because I get the equivalent SKU. So they just literally junk out the camera that I had and give me a new one. It's a display videos. Favorite meme? Probably the Shia LaBeouf one. I don't know why, I just love that one. Like, I've seen that used in so many things, it just makes me laugh. How much money did I make in the donation? I don't know, because what was it, 1,000 yen, and then Apple, my god, Apple Sours with freaking dropping the big bucks on me for no reason. I feel like a stripper. Never mind. Why are you not streaming from your computer? Because, it's 2 a.m. and you're not tired. That's me most nights. Anyway, why am I not streaming from my computer? Because when I realized that I wasn't going to have the willpower or awareness to properly edit my video, it's easier for me to just slap my phone on a little tripod thing, throw the tripod thing on my desk, and then punch in, like hit the go live button, and then do exactly that and go live. That's why. Just saying. Anyway, any other questions? Because I'm probably going to wrap up, because I'm going to probably sit down and watch something before I go to bed. Or I got a lot of YouTube videos I got to catch up on. That's the other reason why I'm so slow with anime sometimes, is because like I watch a lot of YouTube videos and everything. Can't edit out not watching Naruto. You know the truth now. Hey, I watched when I was a kid, before I knew what it was or how to follow it. Like, I'm pretty sure I was watching Naruto around the same time I was watching, like, Pokemon. So, if that gives you any idea of how long ago it was. Let's see. I do have a nice webcam. I don't know why I don't use that more often. I've literally used that webcam for two things. I used it for video chat, and I used it for an update video. Back when when did I use it for that? Yeah, I used it for an update video back when I first did my, like, big room update. Anyway. Pokemans. Yes, I was doing it with Pokemans. It's 4:50 in the morning. Good night. Literally. Well, no, I guess it's closer to morning now for you. Still play Pokemon games. Oh, I still play Pokemon all the time. Still alive. Pretty cool. Yeah, still alive for probably another 7 minutes. I'm going to call it quits at 10. My question about anime reactions with a timer that you didn't answer yet. Sorry if I'm being pushy. No, you're fine. The reason why I don't do it with a timer, I don't do it with a timer because this sounds terrible, but like, I don't trust people not to go pirate the anime. And like, I already got enough comments from people saying like, shut up, stop talking, blah, blah, blah. Like, I want to make engaging content. And one of the big things that sort of was my eye-opener when I decided to quit reactions way back, like, when I completely cut cold turkey on reaction videos, it was because I almost got sued. But what kind of caused me to start, before that all happened, to start transitioning over was I had this epiphany where like, well, let me see what the timer version looks like. And then I realized I would just be posting YouTube videos of me just like, like staring at a screen. And when the content that you're watching is more entertaining than the content of you watching it, you're no longer the primary reason to watch that content. Like, yeah, the reaction is there and the reaction is good, but like there are so many dead spaces, and posting a 20-minute video that might have 3 good 15 to 20-second reactions to it is not enjoyable content for most people. So no, I don't want to do the timer, because when I tried the timer way back and I tested it just to see how I felt about it, I hated it with passion. Also, you're at Shugus with Shugus. Yes, you're very observant. Which Pokemon game do you play? I need to restart Pokemon Sword, but I did play Let's Go Pokemon, or Let's Go Pikachu, and I still have the original Pokemon Gold, I believe. Yeah, Pokemon Gold. So, I like for the Game Boy. Haven't watched Naruto as well. Yeah, they're called reaction videos for a reason. Of course, people will talk. Yes, I agree. But yeah. Yeah, I thank you, Danish. Like I'm glad you understand. Like I really do want to make content that, like, I'm very achievement driven in a way. That's not like the video games, but I'm very achievement driven when it comes to how I approach making new things. Like when I get a really good photo of something that I never thought I'd get a good photo of, that's an achievement for me. When I make a video and pour my heart and soul out into it and I laugh at my own video after spending 2 hours editing it, that's an achievement for me. When I pull my SD card out of my camera, slap it into my computer, cut off the end in the beginning so that it doesn't have me hitting the camera and stopping the camera, and then sync a timer to it and just hit export, that takes me like 2 minutes to edit, and then I've done literally nothing else to enhance or add or change the video. So that's not an achievement for me, and it's very boring to make. And plus, I just got bored of reaction videos. It was so blasé to me, whereas actually being able to think more deeply about the shows, I loved being able to do that. Oh my gosh, yes, I went and played Pokemon Snap on my N64 when Pokemon Snap was announced. I'm so excited for the new Pokemon Snap. I'm pumped. I appreciate too as well, Alex. I appreciate that, like, I know the reaction was the most important part, but like I try to get, not the essence of the reaction, but I try to get the sort of thoughts and general opinions of the show out as fresh as I possibly can. Generally, when I do a review, it's either like within the day of watching the show, or I'll rewatch the show before recording it. So I try to get those opinions as much as I can. I have not watched Hololive or VTuber. I have not. Yeah, it is very hard to be an original content creator. It is very difficult. Hardest part of your channel, deciding a name. No, the name part was pretty easy. The Garrett Crespo channel was the one that didn't get taken down, and Steel Frodo is the nickname that I had set. But I don't even do that. Like, I'll say it once in a while, but like, for most of my videos now, it's like, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I don't even introduce myself as Steel Frodo much anymore. So... Blind Wave's good. I don't exactly know how to describe them. They definitely do a different take on their stuff. I don't know. I'd love to be a guest on Blind Wave. That'd be pretty cool. That would actually be pretty cool. It'd be a nice like cameo for me to go back to reactions for like 1 minute. Oh my God, Jake! Should Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest get an anime? Well, I'm sure as hell going to answer that for $2. Hell yeah, it should get an anime. Currently, no. I think that I want Eden's Zero first, but I feel like it's inevitable. If I'm honest, I feel like it's inevitable, but we'll see. Let's see. LimeWire. You should. Wait, they said LimeWire, not BlindWave. Oh yeah, LimeWire. That's an old one. Yeah, I think 100 Year Quest. It'd be interesting if 100 Year Quest got an anime, but I think it's going to be quite a while before that. Okay, last questions. Everybody, drop in your last questions. I'll try to answer them. Yeah, they have people they can bounce off of. It was just me, and I think that was the other thing that made it worse. Ahmed, you get some sleep. Have a good one. What do I want most out of the Eden Zero anime? I want the same energy and music that we got out of the first season of Fairy Tail that set the standard for the rest of the series. Like, when I think of the music that could be in Eden Zero, I almost imagine this kind of like mix of like Celtic techno rock. Sort of the way that they have the Fairy Tail music having that very like sort of, you've got the guitar and the violins and the horns and the pianos and all these mixes together that just somehow sound very good in just a way that I wouldn't have expected. I want something like that, but with a techno twist to it. Okay, let's see. Todd Havercorn is pretty cool guy. I want to meet him and get his autograph. I didn't get his autograph, but we did get to meet him because he was going to his booth for a signing, and You versus Matt had a tattoo of Death the Kid, and he was running by and he goes, "Hey, you said about liking Natsu as your favorite character to voice. Well, here's my favorite character you did," and Todd was like, "Oh my god!" He was blown away. So pretty cool. Let's see. When will you have a game night with viewers? That's a good question. I'll have to put some feelers out on the Discord and see what game I have that most everybody else has, and we'll work that out because I'm not sure yet. I'd love to have a game night though with everybody. That'd be awesome. Enjoy the Reddit meme when you're done. Oh no, did you put a meme up on the Discord? Let's see what it is. Wait, did I get a Discord meme? I don't know if I did. I don't know what I did. I do see somebody put. Oh, thank you, Shikite, for putting up the. Yeah, putting up the freaking people dropping money. So the podcast is happening soon-ish. Yes, the podcast is happening soon-ish. My plans are to have it either start out at the end of summer or at the end of June. So either the end of August or the end of June. Not sure which yet. But yes, I do have that happening. Hopefully soon. I'm just getting the technical things ironed out and lining up the guests. I've already got a lot of things set up. There's a handful of technical things that still need to be fixed, including figuring out how to do it live, because that's going to be the thing, is it's going to be live, and then I'm going to send off the video to editors and actually have them cut bits into it for Windows. So I guess that's my cue to end. BlindWave is going to react to Fate and replacing their reaction to Steins Gate. Nice. And yeah, the video just lagged out. Okay, it's back. Alright, well, anyway, that's it, guys. And wait, what? It should be awesome if you can do a podcast with BlindWave. That would be cool. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it stopped all of a sudden. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this stream, and you guys are awesome. All the donations, all of the freaking interwebs comments, and I read interwebs and then put that in my sentence. Anyway, thank you for everybody who donated, everybody who dropped in to say hi. I've only been on a stream that's been that high consistently for one other stream, and I think that was when I was playing, I forget what it was. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I gotta walk awkwardly behind the camera now to turn it off, so thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys, well, was today, Friday, so I'm not going to be doing a video Saturday. I might be doing something on Sunday, just saying. And then, of course, I got the rest of the week planned out because I'm going to be doing a live stream watching WWDC, hopefully, which is Apple's event. So, sorry, Phantom Star, I'll be watching Apple's event and probably streaming it, so I know you don't have to drop in if you don't want to. See ya!